Hi, this is April 20th, 2020. It's a Monday and I'm reporting at 9:30 p.m. CST. Cases continues to rise all across the globe after a break that we had yesterday. That was like terrible, but looking towards it, we have some hopes in some countries, but we do not have a lot of stories that's coming up from countries which are deep down in the table, but I think we are looking at the numbers which are related to countries which already has a greatest toll on the human lives, and also in terms of resources also in connection with that. I wanted to give my update. I think I'm pretty much safe at home, back to work. When I say back to work, I have been working on Saturday and Sunday sometimes, so it was like pretty much continuing the work, but it's getting a good start. But it's like nice. So I think social distancing from all others, doing pretty good. Whenever I can go out, I just go out and then talk to. When I go out, talk to people in the social networking applications like Facebook, Skype, WhatsApp, and stuff like that. So it's like pretty much is stable at the moment in that regard. I talked to my parents; they're doing great. They're very excited to have the lockdown lifted, but at the same time really apprehensive of what the situation is going to be after that. So mostly they will be isolating themselves at home for a couple more days, but I think this is the scenario that we have at the moment. Talk to my brothers-in-law and kids, they are doing great. I think they are continuing to isolate themselves from others. They have one friend which is near, and then their neighbor, so they sometimes see them going near their home, not in their home, so they talk to them, maintaining the social distance and stuff. So that's one of the efforts that they have to keep people engaged, people motivated, people to see other people, interact with other people. So especially countries like India, where they are like encouraging people a lot on their mental health. This is a tough time for all of these people. There are a lot of people who are having somebody to talk to, but there are countries in which there are places in which people do not have anybody to talk to. Especially there are like broadcasts in the radio network which I heard yesterday, which was mentioning that there are people who feel that they are left out from the mainstream in many ways. So they are urging people to talk to these people, to take some time and talk to these people, and then recognize them, and then acknowledge that the fact that they are already in this fight, we are in this fight together and stuff like that. So very encouraging, very motivating stuff. And my friends are doing great, and they have been they are on online shopping delivery sort of, no, sorry, takeout food delivery spree. I think they had been planning this for a long time, and then I think they have ordered food from outside. I think they sanitize every food that they eat, but I think they try to really help this economy to stay around and float around and stuff like that. Really good. Yes, so we'll go to the numbers. How does it look? So total cases continues to rise. Total cases continues to 2.4 million people affected all across the globe. 73,000 people were recognized positive today. 170,423 people lost their life to COVID. 5,366 people lost their life to COVID today. As per the records, 466,000 people have completely recovered with all the clinical symptoms cleared. All the clinical tests have cleared. So 1.66 million people are actively battling. We wanted to take a hold on this number, and then this number is what is going to help us stabilize the situation all across the globe. 56,763 people are in critical care today. We hope as we continue to work every day, these numbers are going to come down. They are going to come back to normal life and resume their normal operation. That is our expectation and hope. Coming back to the cases by country, United States has the highest toll so far in terms of human resource. 792,000 people were affected. 28,000 people were tested positive today. That is going up from yesterday. Spain, 200,000 people. 1,500 people were tested positive today. That number is less than yesterday. Italy, 181,000. 2,200 people. That number is going down. France, 155,000. 2,400. and that number is going up. But that number about France is really, really finicky. We don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the same case that we have, but we are not going to get we are not getting a good estimate of what is actually going on. One day it is up, one day it is down, and the numbers are drastically different. So that's like really, really not a clear state where I can find what is the trend. In Germany, 147,000, 1,300 people were tested positive today. That number is going down for Germany. They have at least the strength of their health infrastructure is really showing up at this moment, and social distancing measures too. In addition, so they're able to prevent these cases that they have, one of the highest numbers that they have, not being converted into deaths. That's like a really great effort. So let's look at the death by country. So United States has highest toll for death toll on their human death aspect also. 42,540 people lost their life in total. 1,939 people lost their life today. That number is going up from yesterday. Italy, 24,114, 452 people lost their life today. Spain, 20,052 people lost their life. 399 people lost their life today. That number is going down for Spain. France, 20,265 and 587 people lost their life today. That number is going up again for France. UK, 16,509, 449 people lost their life today. And UK, this number is coming down, which is really, really great to hear in many, many, many senses. It's great. In Texas, at least the state parks opened up today. Updates from them includes that people are trying to get out of their home and then try to be in a place where there's more open and very not so crowded an area. So I think still they have to make reservations online in order to get an appointment. They have to go there. They cannot go there and take a ticket from there, because I think they are trying to minimize the interaction, the exchange of currency, and all the means of transmission of disease. Probably that is a good idea. So we'll have to see how the effects of this opening up will in coming couple of days. The Texas officials are closely monitoring the situation, and I think they will really see what is the implications of opening this thing, whether it is good or if it is having a downside, how they want to regulate. All these things will come up, and these questions will be answered, I hope, in coming days. Yeah, that is one of the things. And in my city, I think there is a school that was providing lunch to students, and one of the one of the employees who worked there was tested positive, and the school was shut down for unlimited amount of time at the moment. They are actively looking at the issue in order to see, probably they'll test and isolate people based on that. So it's a bad news, because I think that school was providing school lunch to a lot of people who were near that vicinity. So we will have to see how these people will be supported further by providing lunch onto these kids. WhatsApp is rolling out one of its latest updates in coming days, mostly. So far they are limiting the number of people in a video chat to 4, including yourself. So 3 more people can join. They are ultimately going to lift that ban and then extend it to at least 20, something of that number. We don't know the upper cut yet, but I think there's some limitation. I think I'm very excited to see how they're going to do the software update. Maybe it is finicky at the moment initially. We really don't know how they're going to dial up all the people and how we're going to interact with people. So hopefully we'll have to see how the updates comes about. Yes, and there's a research from Israel that has come about, that they say that they're almost 2/3 the way closer to the vaccine, but mass production, testing, and all these things are not trivial. It might take a whole bunch of time in order to complete all these things. So you might have to wait until maybe like 7 to 12 months. I mean, they are saying even though you're really close, you need some time to test these things in adequate levels. Yes, so these are the main updates that we have today. So that is today was like successful Monday. Probably I think not a lot of updates are coming in, but I think hopefully in some openings has happened, some small businesses. There are some other states which are trying to follow the same suit and then try to open up their economy really very, very cautiously. And they are encouraging people still to be socially distancing from each other, no matter what activity do you involve in it. So all you have to do is to stay away from other people so that we don't become the carrier, if not get affected and ultimately have to go to the doctor. But we need to protect those vulnerable amongst us, so we need to be we take precautions to stop the spread of COVID. So we hope that tomorrow will be a much better day than today, and we will see how it goes. Thank you.